look there. And it is across the country that they did this everywhere that they operate and function as a constituency, the PNP lads. And then they call in and of course say we must support them, see the evidence, they don't know nobody and make it up. And then they call upon this and that in the diaspora, both diaspora seat, yeah. So they come go ask me. And we Jamaicans have to support me because we are work good. I know that you are the God of Isaac and Jacob and Esau. Your eyes wrote one through the earth, and no evil has not escaped you, God. These people are evilous. And you said that you will compensate and reward the good, and you will always remind and reward those who do wickedly. God, your word are true, for Titus said that it is impossible for you, God, to lie. Show these people that you are God Almighty, and I'm crying for my party, my 82-year-old party. This is what it has become, a laughing stock because of men who are jealous and greedy for power and come to chastise we. We will be vindicated by history. Yes, that we are fighting for the soul of the PNP, and that those that hijack our party must pay dearly for it. Dearly God, I call upon you, show them sign and wonders, for evil must be compensated. Yes, by your word is true, God. How could I see these people undermine the party? Here is the evidence. It's not anything that is made up. What a wicked set of people. And the Bible said that the wicked and the righteous can never walk together. God, there's a gulf that is fixed between us. Yes, there's a gulf. For wickedness is on one side and righteousness is the other. And we can't cross the gulf. Like David and Lazarus. You think, say, it was heaven up above and over earth. The gulf means separation of evil and righteousness. God speaking a parable. That's what he meant. I am bawling for my party. I've cried tears. I'm on my knees. God, you say you know the evil of these people. And you come tell me you must fall in line and you vex. Come on, God, I look to you and I call to you.
So, how you cross back the Gulf now, July? How you cross back the uncrossable Gulf of good on one side and evil on the other side? Huh? You gone back to evil now? Like turn back Christian? Hello, my beloved Jamaicans. SkyWalker here again, trying to recover from the audacity of that brutal broadside that corruption daddy PJ Patterson launched against a better man than himself, our Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Holness, the first Prime Minister that brought real hope to the people. This in itself is proof of how evil people can be, and July explained it in that video, didn't he? Although Patterson seemed not to be around when those events took place, I am now realizing that he was always one and the same with them, and now he is on the campaign part with them. Although, because I see him as a national traitor, I suspected it all along. PJ Patterson, the Jamaican corruption daddy, is back. Yes. Jamaica, who don't think that July balling is balling yet? PJ Patterson wrecked the country and brought down black people until Manala hang themselves. PJ came talking about black man time now, but black man had to hang themselves. Mark Golding came with chain over black man head, but he could only say time come because he is not black man. So he left off the black man part and said time come. And he showed the chain to indicate what he meant. It seemed. These people don't seem to mean us any good. Listen to Jalai, who knows them well for over 49 years, and we even left them, repented of them, and then turned back. People, people, listen me. This is not even about the politics in this case. It is about facts to challenge the audacity. Some things just have to be said. PJ could simply have stayed in the so called pavilion and left us alone to get over the trauma of his evil reign. Nobody never they trouble him, but him come a big fight and a big fight with even better leader than him. Andrew delivered Jamaica from PJ Patterson destruction, but PJ come to criticize. How do the man ya do? July, I understand the bawling and the pain and the sorrow, but good for you, PNP intrinsically linked guy. For now, you see what it feels like to be betrayed by your own government, like you were betrayed by your own party, which is the party of that same government I speak about. We were feeling it at the hands of the man you work to keep in power because people were easily led and brainwashed. For when Mr. Patterson ruled Jamaica for 14 and a half years, we suffered so bad. We were all traumatized. I mean, dramatized, according to the more accurate Kingston ghetto English. There's a lot of game playing and drama behind their wickedness against the people, and ghetto people noticed. Hmm? It was serious and wicked drama all day. It was the worst of days. But we survived, and now the dramatizing king and corruption daddy is back to teach Marky G how to raise the poverty levels above 21% again and tax us, but still can't find no money. Not even roads never fix. Thank God for Andrew. Somehow we get road now. The worst part is that now he comes talking about poverty, but not to congratulate Andrew for bringing it down by so much. He talks about roads as if he fixed any. I have seen so many roads being built in my parish now that it start to look bossy. Yesterday, I stood on Barber Green doing a rain dance because I was so happy. PJ, move your man. PJ, not even fix roads in his constituency. He used dance to convince people to vote regardless. So he just didn't do anything and let the dance do the work for him. As Prime Minister, the betrayer PJ worked with the JPS to loot us when he was supposed to look out for us. We could not sell our backside because every ton we sold, we had to pay 500,000 instead of get paid for it. Yeah, you heard right. PJ sold out the lottery to foreign, which gave poor people money to foreigners. No country should sell their lottery to foreign entities ever. That's a rule worth keeping. It is better not to have any than to send the money away. It's not like the money is coming from abroad. It's all going abroad. This was a wicked prime minister, my people. He treated Trinidadians like they were better than us, and I wonder if it was for kickbacks. He sold the cement factory to Trinidad where his friends that he sold the lottery to came from. But he had a feeble excuse that I don't even want to recall. And we wonder where the kickback did a lick. PJ did Jamaica so bad that other countries look down on us. And you know when your ma, your pa not treat you good, other people not treat you good either. I remember how everything went to dirty tough in those days of hell. School fees would quadruple by your third year in high school, but pay never raised, and school fees were heavy. Vendors gone, craft market done, taxi man ball, hustling done. People, taxi man used to bossy. Even cane man could make money. Or you could sell ice cream and kiss cups and do okay because money was running more fluidly after Siaga. Yeah, I remember those days. But PJ, father of corruption, PJ, ooh, because he gave so much space for gangsters, they began to get emboldened, and then every everything went south from there. People had to get off the streets before dark. Until now, nightlife has not returned. The wonderful weekend and Sunday evening strolls used to be safe for even children, and Caneman or any other vendor could make money to send children to school. And you could consider a little ice cream parlor for people that come out in the evenings. They'll just go and buy the ice cream. That's the condition that Siaga left to build on. Siaga, the man that Lee Kuan Yew would have loved, who was the architect behind much of what took place in the development of Singapore. You heard about Singapore, right? Well, Siaga was one of the men behind what happened, the great development of Singapore. But look at Jamaica, because P.J. Patterson interrupted what Siaga would do and brought corruption instead of development. He halted Siaga's contribution when Lee and you came from so far and used it to establish a great nation. Go Google Singapore if you haven't heard about it. But you should, right? Because Singapore is that great. He did to Siaga what they tried to do with Andrew. And now I realize he is the man behind Mark Golding's wicked propaganda politics, which doesn't work anymore, and which a lot of people agreed to let that kind of politics that tribalizes go. But remember, PJ Patterson is the man that say he will do anything to make sure his party win. Remember, he is the one that said that. But not today, Satan. Not today. Leave Jamaica alone and let it grow in peace. You're not gonna do to Andrew what you did to Edward Siaga. Until now, everybody still lock up and not trembling at them house. Nightlife, which added a boost to our economy, is dead like dog. No, their worst nightmare is the face of the corruption daddy in their dreams and giving them nightmares over and over. Until now, many Jamaicans still dramatized. Some people hang themselves, but the man is unconcerned. He is back. But not today, Satan. Not today. Not today, because a lot of older people are gonna come and talk because they are all forced to do so now. So the kids are going to hear what happened. My friend, Mr. July, we heard it from you, and you represent it from the horse's mouth. From the horse's mouth, we hear it like a son admitting that his daddy is a demon. But no, granddaddy, the father of it all, is back to remind us. But it nah go so again. Jamaica no fool again. Education puts a spoke in the so-called demon them wheel, Mr. July. But it seems you are not happy when you should be. Why? Are you corrupted now? Hmm? Do you hear how July sounded like he was traumatized by these devilish deeds from Percival Patterson's understudies and favorite children, whom he blessed with finsack while people hang themselves? No, July is taken over by the devils in February. Huh? No, he is a turn-back Christian, as shameless as PJ Patterson and Rice and PNP combined. The same thing he denounced like it was vomit, he goes back to partake with. What can go so? Now he is working with the devil again, even after he was certain of their devilish deeds, because, as he said, God can't lie. PJ Patterson caused that kind of trauma in the masses too. He betrayed the entire Jamaica, not just you, July, not just like Mark Golding and Dayton Campbell and Peter Bunting and the rest betraying a few. PJ Patterson betrayed the entire Jamaica, and he did it over and over and over and over and over and over again. You understand? You understand? He did it every time, just like how the white man, every time he does the evil thing to the black man. This is how PJ Patterson is. Every single time, you guarantee he's going to betray us. PJ Patterson caused that kind of trauma in the masses, I said. He created the greatest transfer of wealth from the poor to the rich in Jamaica. And those risers who are now in the PNP were his own students. By the way, you heard July bawling. You know what they can do to Jamaica if you just let them in. Plus, PJ is there to refine their training in corruption, betrayal, selling out, and being the serpent, as you heard expressed from the horse's mouth. July himself. Although July seems to have two mouths, to be honest. Hmm? To be honest. We didn't know that PJ was still actively endorsing and trying to cause the destruction of Jamaica. And it is always for greed. But we can't even start talking of scandals and corruption around him. He was also the gang master in Jamaica. Ma Golding is not the only one who gives them or gave them incentives to rule over communities for the price of a barter to keep them in power, and they would give them even all of the council's money for that. PJ was the understudy of Manley when it comes to gangsterism, and Mark Golding is the understudy of PJ. There are too many levels of corruption to PJ Patterson to even start unraveling. So I don't know where to begin. He was the one who declared to open the gate and let in the pirate. Yeah, I remember. He was the man who declared to open the gate and let in the pirate, and he did prove his prowess as one. P.J. Patterson made Henry Morgan tremble in his grave. One of the worst things I did in my life was to be fooled and vote for him. The day my eyes opened, I repented, but until this day, I feel regret. Satan, you can't catch me again. Me repent, me turn me roll, me shankle dip. All tongue me did a speak in a whoosh kalalusha. I thought Jamaica put the comrades and the wickedness behind us. But then, only to see PJ head a rise up again. Satan, you can't catch we again. Oh, you will catch we again. God is on our side to protect us from your devastating devices. You all want to go through the entire Jamaica like a wrecking ball, like you did before. But now you come pretending like the suffer we did a suffer, we were better off than now. Get behind us, Satan. No, no bother. Just get away from us. Because to what I see you people entertaining, the behind us part can't carry anymore. No disrespect, but you know, and you, PJ, comrade leader, remember how people could just sit down, sign their names, and collect cash, which was a part of the raid, comrade? But now you come talking about overruns. We are cheering at how Andrew gives us value for our money, and you are talking about overruns. Yeah, we are singing I love the way oh Andrew and Louis. Huh? PJ, go sit down in the pavilion, man. Because it seems you are getting delusional or something. If it was if it was you, you wouldn't leave anything for us. And then Omar would say, we no have the money. and you would all laugh like it is a joke while you were overtaxing us. Move on, man. You think we forget no? Everything you tell your supporters about come and raid. Every time, everything. You tell your supporters about come raid, come and raid. Everything, come raid, come raid, come raid. You raid us sick, man. You raid us sick. You raid us sick, but no. You pop up back your head. You're pushing up your head, right? And your head, your head pushing up is a comrade threat against Jamaica, don't you see? Man, we have to take serious thing and make joke, you know. Your head pushing up is a comrade threat against Jamaica. The only good thing about it is that it is causing those that never wanted to remember the trauma to actually look back and explain it to younger people so they will know. So history will not allow you to go with a lie in your honor or in your favor. The people in Jamaica who experience you, the people in Jamaica who experience you will now have no choice but to inform the youth about PNP wickedness, especially under the leadership of the pirate, the corruption daddy, PJ himself, who should have been missing in action, hiding in the pavilion. I am truly glad that the PJ Patterson Pandora box is being opened. They would have said you were a hero because you used your propaganda and your dance and garrisons to win the most elections, but only impoverished the people and the state. Not even now, at your old age, will you do better, and I am appalled by that. Too many youths were misled by you, Mr. Patterson. Now, many older men are here to tell the tale. Those little youths, 19-year-olds and even younger, you had going around and shouting and saying everything you put on their lips, like the few fools nowadays. Those youth from back in the days, they are elder men now. And once they reach certain age, it dawned on them. So you should have just stayed where you were in the disappearing place. Hmm? Too many youths were misled by you, Mr. Patterson. Too many. Now, older men will tell the tale. And I realize that Rise United is not worse than PNP. No, they are equal comrades, ready to raid and destroy. Every time they meet up with dance and gangsters, you heard them greeting each other, comrade, 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 comrade. What kind of raid them a go pan? Them a police. And it seems like PJ Patterson was a part of this present rise wickedness from the beginning. Think on these things, my people. Peace out.